Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm going to show you the most meta tactics and formations in FIFA 20, starting one by one. And I'm going to start with probably the most meta formation in the game, which is a 4-2-3-1. Now these are the ones I use for now, and they've been working out really nicely for me. Because right now, I played the weekend and I'm like, I think 12-0 so far. It's pretty good. And I mostly finish high goal to mid elite most of the times. So yeah, that's the kind of player I am. And I hope these help you a lot. So let's start with the defensive style. I play pressure and heavy touch because I like putting pressure on my opponent, but sometimes I would change it to press after possession loss. But you need to be careful with these ones because it depends on the stamina of your players. If your players have low stamina, you'll find that like in the second half they don't move as much. They don't move as much. You'll find them out of position sometimes, or they won't track back in time. So just make sure when you're using pressure on heavy touch or pressure after possession loss, you have players with decent stamina. And if you don't, I recommend playing on balance or drop back. Depends on your style. If you struggle with defense, probably play drop back. Now I play 4 width, 4 depth. You need to keep the formation compact and tight in the back. 4 depth is what most people use. So your players are back but not too back. And they're close together so you don't let in any through balls. Now these offensive style, I've been messing a lot with these. I've played literally every single one of these. Balanced, long ball, fast build up, possession. If you've watched my old formation videos, so you've seen me literally use almost every single one of them. And right now I'm really in love with possession. Literally, my players are actually moving. It's crazy. And if you're like, well, obviously it's football, people are supposed to move. But if you've played this game, you'd notice sometimes your players just do not move where you want them to move. But with possession, they'll always move close to you and support you for quick 1-2 passes and such and such. But you have to be careful, because if you want to make runs and stuff, you have to manually trigger the runs most of the times. Or just put one of your players on getting behind, and he'll always try to get a run while the rest stay close to the ball for passes. Players in the box, this really doesn't matter, except you don't want to go really high, because if you go really high, it'll push up your whole team. Like, yeah, you don't want everyone to go up just in case, because you can get counter-attacked really easily, so you'd never go like 10 or a 7. 7 is what I used to run sometimes. It's really handy, but I like it to keep it on 4. Corners, free kicks, these two don't really matter, because corners and free kicks, they're just dumb. Now, instructions, I have getting behind Mbappe. The reason for this is he creates a lot of space. He distracts both center backs, while my 3 cams just set up easy passes to one another. My cam is on stay forward and get into the box, because De Bruyne has high work rates. So if I drag him back in the defense, he'll boot up the court, up the field to join the rest of the attack. My Lamb and my Ram are on get into the box, because you want them, when you're running down the wing, you want them to be ready and in position to get the easy passes. And it's not when for crossing situations, it's when you're about to like walk into the box. You don't have to cross it in. Now my DMs, both my DMs are in cut passing lanes, so I think I might change it just to balance again, because sometimes you'd find like your players are just like, when they try to cut passing lanes and they're out of position sometimes, and they could open you up, but it's up to you what you want. I recommend having one on balance and one on defending. Have your most defensive one on staying back while attacking, and you want to make sure you have at least one that can shoot the ball, which is in my case Thiago Mendes. And I've been experimenting, and I've actually had my fullbacks on balance to even more widen the pitch even more, giving me more space, and it's actually been working a lot. So I have Carlos on balanced, Walker on balanced. You probably want them on overlap actually, because you want them to run outside of your players instead of inside. Yeah, that's basically it. Hope you enjoyed, and here's some gameplay.
build this.